Morning world, it's about 8:30 a.m. in the morning and it's Monday the 30th of April 2018. I'm going to be doing the sun sign videos after this one, so they'll be up in about 6 or 7 hours from now by the time they've loaded. Now, Scorpio full moon last night. Scorpio full moon, it's enough to send shivers down the spine of any self-respecting astrologer. But come on, there's a full moon every year in Scorpio, and Scorpio's reputation really isn't deserved. They're actually quite gentle and cuddly once you get through that sort of solid steel exterior. As long as you don't lie to them, of course. Scorpio full moon. It wasn't a difficult full moon. The moon was opposite the sun, but the only difficult aspect it was making, both the sun and the moon were squaring both the north node and the asteroid Ceres. Ceres is to do with nurturing. It's the great goddess. It deals with, it's Ceres, it's cereals. It gives us the grain, the goddess of the grain. It's Demeter, the great mother in Greek mythology. Once again, the imagery of this full moon is strongly connected with the way that women have been used and abused over the years. I note with fascination that just 2 or 3 hours before the full moon last night, Britain's Home Secretary Amber Rudd resigned over the Windrush affair, the deportation of people, or the attempted deportation of people who have been in this country all their lives, simply because when they arrived here they didn't have the right papers 60 or 70 years ago, and the children of these people also. She's a fool guy. The policy was instigated by Theresa May, but Theresa May can't resign at the moment, so Amber Rudd, who's the Home Secretary, is taking her place. Her Home Secretary in Britain is one of the 4 top jobs: Prime Minister, Home Secretary, Foreign Secretary and Chancellor. So it's a really big thing. Amber Rudd herself is a Leo with the Sagittarius moon, so I'm guessing that she actually is a person of quite good integrity and dignity. Leo with Sagittarius moon is generally quite an honourable position. So I imagine that she did resign of her own free will, and she wasn't pushed. But she'll be back, and I don't think that she's a bad human being, actually. It's also fascinating that any day now we're going to get the sentencing for Bill Cosby, who's finally been convicted of abusing a large number of women over a long period of time. That in itself is another indicator of the Scorpio full moon. I attracted a few negative comments yesterday. In fact, I had to delete lots of negative comments yesterday around my comments on the Sunday sermon. A number of Trump defenders were very strong. Now, Donald Trump did have a little bit to do with the Korean Accord. Not as much as he likes to think he did, but he did do some, and I have to hold my hand up for that. But then, this is a serial misogynist who thinks it's great fun to grab women by their genitals and treats women like pieces of meat. So, or at least that's his history in the past. I'm not saying he's like that now. He may be a totally reformed character. Scorpio full moon, doesn't take prisoners, shoots from a lip. Now, this is the forerunner of what's coming over May. May itself, I'll do a global video on May, but the astrology of May is going to change everything. For a long time, and those of you who watch me regularly will know that for a long time I've been talking about how May is middle of May is one of the 2 biggest periods of compressed and concentrated change in the whole of 2018. And the main factor here is that Uranus is going to move into Taurus. So, I will be doing a number of videos on this over the coming few weeks in preparation for this event. But the big one is that Taurus rules value systems. It's what is of value and worth to oneself, whether that is possessions, materials, assets, money, or other forms of worth, such as integrity, dignity, and a clean conscience. Uranus brings compressed and concentrated change. This is the start of a long-awaited, permanent, fundamental change to our financial systems. And you heard it here first. I predict, I forecast that within 7 years we will have a global currency. And that can't come a moment too soon. It really can't. And it will probably be based on cryptocurrency. So, I'm going to go off now and I'm going to do lots and lots of free videos and get them out into the world. Have a good day, folks, and catch you in the next day or two. Bye now.